there is a good way to earn some extra rewards. Hyperglyph has the SKPORT app, which is basically their own little social media thingy where people can post like on a forum, and it has a daily sign-in stuff. So if you sign up to SKPORT with your account and link your character, then if you log into the SKPORT app and do the daily check-in, you will get some items. If you don't log in on a day, then you don't get items. So it's not like a chore you have to do every day. But if you do have the time for it, then you can get little rewards, which can be very useful at the beginning because you get oro barrel and you also get some of these tokens used for character XP and character progression in general. So I advise to do that. And I will ignore this first email for now, and there's a reason for that, and I will tell you in a minute what. So let's just collect all the other rewards and clear up the inbox a little bit. Let's have a look at our events. So this is a permanent event, and this will basically give you, after 3 days of logging in, a 6-star operator who is Ardelia. There she is. And this is why I said that you don't want to waste that token you get from Fiona, because basically you get Ardelia and her signature weapon for free after playing the game for 3 days for the character and then 10 days for the weapon. So you don't want to waste that token, and you want to select a different character from that token. So let's claim today's rewards. And this is the chartered headhunting permit. And this was the point where I made a lot of mistakes on my first playthrough, because I didn't check what all these things actually were. Were they limited, which was more valuable? And I was just pulling on characters at the beginning without knowing any limitations, and I want to save you guys from that. So for now, we collected the rewards for today. Let's see what other events we have here. This is also a permanent event, and this basically goes with just starting the game and progressing through things. So you don't really have to do anything special here, because all what happens is that you get character pool tokens as you progress through the story. So we can claim this first bit, and again, this is a different character pool token, just to make our life even more confusing. This is where I clicked on like headhunt now, and I had no idea what was going to happen. But I don't want to go there now, because I will actually show you guys all the headhunting. Okay, so the game is forcing us in here, and this is where it shows you how the whole gacha thingy works. But you don't have to press on it. We have a ticket for 10 pools, and these are the special operators you can get in this pool. After 40 attempts, we also get a coffer, so we can choose a weapon. And basically what you will want to do with that coffer is to choose a weapon which is suitable for one of these characters. And if we go back to this list here, you can see that as we progress through the story, we're basically going to get 4 of these tickets, so we can do those 40 pulls. And what I'm going to do here is we will wait and only pull once I have those 4 tickets, so we can do all pulls at once. And that will be the point when we are also going to use that ticket from Fiona. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get here, but this is the plan. So I'm not touching this headhunting until then. This one is again just a permanent thingy which rewards you for progressing through the story. And again, we are going to get some tickets from it to pull on characters. This one, also a permanent thingy. You are getting rewards for reaching authority levels. So we will get the rewards from here as we carry on with the story. We don't need to do anything special apart from that. This is basically telling you what kind of rewards you can get for the various activities. So it's just a checklist kind of thing. So it says that you are getting Ardelia and her weapon and some tickets. Then it's telling you that you will get the tickets for this headhunting, that you get the weapon coffer where you can select the weapon you want. You will get origometry, which is the second currency you can use for character pools. And you will also get some operators on the way. You get some oro barrel as you raise the authority level. And this is not the final amount what you get. This is basically the cumulative amount you get. So as you progress through, this is all together what you will get and not like a once reward. And there's this progression as well, which will give you some rewards for leveling up operators and doing thingies. Then we also have this sign-in, and this is our current sign-in for the special banner where you get these 4 characters which you see there. Again, if you log in for 7 days, you can get rewards, and the main rewards here interesting for us are those tickets. So altogether these are 5 tickets what we can get for this pool. I'm going to claim the reward for today, but again we are not going to pull yet. Okay, next we want to have a look at is the protocol pass. So the protocol pass is basically our seasonal pass, where you complete activities, you get points on the seasonal pass, and as you reach certain levels, you will get extra rewards. And there are 3 levels of the pass. The first one is completely free. The second one you can buy with in-game currency, and there's not much time left from the current seasonal pass. So at the moment we are not going to talk about this, but I will get back to this when the new pass drops. And then there's a real money paid pass, which is not too much because it's £10. So if you think about it, it's basically like paying for a subscription game, and it does give good value for money rewards. So if you would decide to spend on the game, probably this is what I would recommend, but we are definitely not going to do that because we will see how far we can get without that. So this is our pass. You can see the various ranks, and the top line, the basic supply, is the one we are going to get from this pass. And basically we do want to do missions to increase this pass level. Now you can check the missions here, and a lot of these are going to be very straightforward, and you are just going to get them as you play the game. So that's where we are going to get a lot of our points from. And then there are things changing every week and things coming from events. So you will see limited stuff here. The Horizon mission, that's the permanent stuff. So don't worry about this. This is not going to go away. But if you progress in the game and you open the weekly and event mission, then you will want to focus on those because they are timed. So if you want to make the most of your points, then you want to collect the points from those. And now let's look at the headhunting options. Because this is your gacha. So this is a permanent banner. You don't need to be worried about this. This is not going away. So you can save your tickets, take your time with the pulls. The important thing what you need to look for here, this banner will only let you do 40 pulls, and after you done those 40 pulls, you will get a coffer where you can choose a weapon. You can have a look here at the operators and see what they are like, what they do. So whenever you decide to do this banner, just take your time.
And I hope that our battles may bring about peace.
And have a look at these guys. Check what they do and decide who would be the best option for you.
Piece of cake.
The battlefield shows no mercy for mistakes. We must hone our skills with true devotion.
Let's go over the battle plan once more, shall we?
But remember, you don't want to pick Ardelia because we are getting her after 3 days of login. This is our current limited banner. There are going to be more of these, but these are the ones which change after a few weeks, and once it goes away, you won't be able to get the characters until that banner comes back, or the characters are offered on a different banner. Now from here, Ardelia and Pogranichnik are standard 6-star characters, so you can get them from other banners. The limited ones here truly are Leviathan, and Gilberta. So if you would pull on this banner, that would be basically for them. Now let's try and understand together how these banners work. As you can see, you can spend tickets for pulls, and you can also spend oro barrel for pulls. One pull costs you 500 oro barrel, so you will want to have 5,000 to do a 10 pull. Then, after 30 headhunting attempts, you receive a free 10 pull, which means that you don't have to spend any currency to do that pull. If you do 120 pulls, you get a designation permit, which means that you can select from these characters. On other banners where it just has one featured character, it means that after 120 pulls, you will guaranteed to get that limited character. But here, it's a selector, which is quite good because you have your own choice of the character you want. Now, what does it mean that 80 attempts to a 6-star operator? That's basically what they call in gacha a pity system, which means that if you are very unlucky with the pulls and you are not getting any 6-star characters, you will definitely get one after 80 attempts. So if you get a 6-star character, that pity is going to reset. So if I would pull on this and get a 6-star character on the first 10 pulls, then it's going to be 80 pulls for the next guaranteed 6-star again. And you also have a pity for a 5-star operator, so if you would be so unlucky that you don't get a 5-star operator, but usually people are doing pulls in 10s, so basically that means that in your 10 pull you are guaranteed to have a 5-star operator. I think we will talk more about this banner when I racked up those tickets and then we will see how much we are going to pull on it, because we are going to pull on it some. And then there is this one, which is your basic headhunting banner. You also have a PT on this, as you can see up there, 80 attempts for a 6-star operator, and this is going to be standard for PT, that they are banner based, so it doesn't carry over for other banners. So this one is only relevant for this banner, and the limited ones, if you have, for example, 20 more pulls until the next 6-star character, if you don't do those pulls on that banner, that's going to reset for the next one. You see that we have those blue tickets, what we can spend. We could also spend our currency, but we don't want to do that. Never spend currency on this banner, because tickets are going to be handed to you as you do story and other stuff, but that currency is precious and you want to use it for the limited characters. I'm not sure yet if you are going to do pulls on this just now or not, so we will leave that for later. So, Arsenal Exchange. This is your gacha for the weapons. And these weapon banners you see here are the best weapons for the characters which are currently on the banners. So this one is for Gilberta, this one is for level 10, and these two are for characters from previous banners, because the weapons stay for longer. And I will explain why they stay longer when we get to the new banner, because by that time it's going to be relevant. Now what you see down here, there is a weekly weapon selection you can spend currency on, and the 6-star weapon here is going to be a signature weapon for one of the characters. So if you play with that character, you probably want to spend this currency on getting their weapon and then be happy. It's higher than what you spend on the banners, but it also means that it's not random, because from these you can get other weapons, not just the one displayed there, but this is a guaranteed weapon. So in certain cases this might be better for you. I would definitely not spend the currency on the 5-star weapons, because it's just not worth it. So don't do that. And down here, these banners, they are the weapons for the standard 6-star characters, so Ardelia and that lot. So these are not going away. So if you get a new character from that banner, then you might want to come here and try to pull for their signature weapon. And the other thing we need to look at is the Quota Exchange. Now you get quota for basically pulling duplicates of characters, and you can spend these on progression items, but another important thing you can spend them on is this ticket here, because you will also always get 5 tickets here for 70 quota for the actual running limited banner. So this means that even without having to spend any money or sacrifice your in-game currency, you are getting tickets which you can spend on that banner, and you have a chance to get a good character from those tickets. And if you paid attention before, from the login campaign I said that after 3 days we can get 5 tickets. Here you can buy another 5 tickets, which means that you get 10 pulls. So I'm going to buy this now, because this is from in-game currency, so that's fine. And next week, oh, it's 170 per 1 ticket. Okay. So we will want to get some more currency to then get these tickets. And this is the bond quota. This is what you get if you get duplicates of 5-star characters. This is also giving you currencies. It's also giving you a token of a 5-star character, but I wouldn't spend it on that because you will eventually max out those characters. So the only thing I would really spend it on from here is this, the chartered headhunting permit. Because these are the tickets you use for all the limited banners. So this is your most valuable item from here. It's unlimited, so you can spend as much currency as you have. And probably not worth talking about this one because as a free-to-play player, it's very unlikely that you are going to have so much duplicates of 6-star characters that you don't know what to do with them. But basically you get these tokens from duplicates of 6-star characters. And then you could get a signature weapon for one of the characters basically. So I don't think we are ever going to touch this.